Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another beer review, another Fidens review. Some of my favorite reviews, courtesy of my man Jake, aka Northeast Beer Community. Links are in the description. Check him out. This is actually a collab, Fidens and Micro Brew Kings. I have no idea who Micro Brew Kings are. So this is called Do You Know Will? I don't know Will, but Will seems like a fucking awesome guy, especially if he has his own label. It's pretty rad. Will, whoever you are, you're awesome. I don't know you. But it looks like you're pouring, if this is Will on the label, I'm guessing it is. He's pouring beer for a bunch of people, so you're A-okay in my book, my friend. Per the label, 10% alcohol by volume, Citra Galaxy and Simcoe. Citra and Galaxy, two of my favorite hops ever. Simcoe, I love Simcoe. I've talked about it before in beer reviews. Simcoe and hazy beers can be different than Simcoe in clear beer. So I'm guessing this is a hazy beer. Everything I've had from them so far is hazy. So I guess we could be surprised. I doubt it. I think all their IPAs, all the pictures I've seen of their beers are all hazy beers. So yeah, let's get into it, shall we? I say this every review. If you guys watch all my reviews, I'm sorry that I repeat myself, but if you're new, welcome. With triple IPAs, it is hazy and it's super light, just like the last beer we drank. With triple IPAs, I drink them ice cold out of the fridge. I don't let them sit out. Single and double IPAs, I let them sit out about 15-20 minutes, take the chill off. If you've never done that, I suggest you do. It's pretty rad to see how different a beer is when it comes, you know, in the chill, when it's ice cold, let it sit out, let the chill come off of it. I think aromatically, it gets way stronger. You taste a lot more when it's not as cold. But with triple IPAs, I don't do that. They tend to get sweet. They tend to get boozy. I like to drink them cold. So if you stumble upon this review and you had this beer and you think I'm smelling and tasting different stuff than you, if you leave your beers out, that's probably why. So I say it every time. I'm sorry that I repeat myself, but I feel like I need to say that just because I'm sure there's people who are like, that's not what I tasted in that beer. That's why. That's exactly why. So this beer looks just like the Farmer that we just drank. It is super, super light. It's that just hazy, like if you were to put milk and orange juice, it's the best way to describe it, I think. It's crazy how light these beers are. There's about a half finger, bright red head. It is dissipating quickly. You expect that, 10%. We're using our glassware that Jake sent, the Northeast Beer Community glassware. It is fire. I love it. You should be able to get some if you go to his website. So they're probably gonna be sold out now that I said that. But if you want one, hit him up. I'm sure he's constantly getting them made. So Citra, Galaxy, and Simcoe. Let's show our fat nose in it. See what's got. I don't know if it's because we just drank the Farmer and that beer was like one of the craziest noses of a beer ever. This beer doesn't have a huge nose on it. Just searching, I mean, there's citrus, but it almost comes off like a lemon limey kind of a thing. Yeah, it doesn't smell like much. I have talked about this during 2020, during COVID, and you know, when everything was shut down. There were multiple beers that I got that didn't smell like much, but when I drank them, they tasted crazy. So I'm not like freaked out about this. It's just this beer, other than that kind of lemon limey kind of citrus thing, the nose, it's, I don't want to say non-existent, but it's not, there's not much to it. And it could be that we just drank the Farmer. That beer was just insanity what it smelled and tasted like. So let's go and taste it. Jake, cheers. Thanks, bro. As soon as I drank that, I could taste it. It's so weird. I don't know why beers have been doing that. So this is 10%. For me, in my opinion, you can taste 10%. And I've mentioned this with some recent monkish triple IPAs. This is a big, heavy beer. This to me, it's funny because I'm like, oh, I don't like my 10% beers sitting out because, you know, they get sweet and they get boozy. This, you can taste the alcohol in this beer. It's 10%. You're supposed to do that. It's hard to hide 10%. But this is like crazy, overripe oranges. And this, to me, There's a ton of pineapple coming, and I think it's probably from the Galaxy, just guessing. This reminds me of like if you were to have like cut up chunks of pineapple and like had them kind of soaking in vodka or some kind of spirit, and then you ate it, and you would get like that alcohol part of it. It's what that tastes like. Like I said, it's hard to hide 10%. For me, I don't know if I'm just like sensitive to it right now. I don't know, but this beer says, hey, I'm 10%. Buckle up, your night's about to get crazy. But yeah, crazy amounts of orange juice, pineapple juice. And there is a little bit, just like, I don't think it's as intense as the Farmer was. There's a little like bit of a bite, whether it's hot bite, if it's bitterness that I'm perceiving as some sort of hot bite, it could be bitterness. There's just something on the finish of that says, hey, this is beer, this isn't juice, but it's a big boy beer. The only other triple IPA I've had from Fidens was triple Jasper. I think that beer drank way easier than this one. Like I said, it could be something that I'm just sensitive to right now today for whatever reason. But I talk about it in my reviews. I'm hashtag Team Low ABV these days. I'd much rather drink like a 7 to 8% beer than a 10% beer. There's 10% beers that don't tell you they're 10%. So those are fine, but you have a couple of them and you're like, oh, I'm fucked up and I don't know why. It's like, oh, I was drinking 10% beers. Something like this isn't something that I'd be drinking every day. It's just, it's a massive 10% beer. Doesn't make it bad though. It's crazy flavorful. I love the citrus aspect of this, and I absolutely love the pineapple that I'm getting from the Galaxy. I think that bitterness, that little bit, it actually, as it's warmed up a little bit, you can see the little fog from the glass. There's like a little bit of like, it's like an earthy kind of green something. And I'm guessing the Simcoe's offering that. I don't know, but I mean, listen, going into 10% beer, like this is a big boy beer. So it's exactly what it says on the label. This is a big triple IPA, and it's good stuff. So we will leave it at that. So that is Do You Know Will? I don't, but I'm sure I'd like to. He's probably an awesome guy. From Fidens, Colony, New York. Jake, I appreciate you sending it, bro. If you guys have had it, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. As always, thank you so much for watching. I will see you very soon. Cheers.
Thank you for coming behind the bar, in the arcade, all that shit.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.